Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So we're winding down with 2018, going into 2019, and I didn't really have a topic for today, so I wanted to talk a bit about what I would like to see the gaming industry do with 2019 and probably early to late 2020. So it's no surprise that next gen is being worked on right now, and we're not really sure as to what the consoles are really going to look like or their performance. Well, I have an idea of their performance, but I also would like to just say I don't really recommend picking up the next gen consoles right away. Now, I know that there are going to be people who grab it just because, they have the money to do so, they're YouTubers, and they want to talk about the specs and all of that. But when we really get down to it, consoles are going towards... they're going towards becoming just PCs. And you could, for a graphics card that could literally turn your PC into what these consoles are offering, it's going to probably be a lot cheaper. So if you are going to consider purchasing a console, you're probably a lot better off getting it later on. Now, gaming as of 2018 has been rough, but pretty okay at the same time. We've had some pretty rough releases like 76 and a whole bunch of microtransaction situations, and those are entirely separate topics in of themselves. But I also wanted to say, moving forward, I'm not starting console wars. I think console wars are petty and people need to get over themselves, because crossplay should be what we're aiming for right now. Who I think will probably dominate next console gen. So, even with the PlayStation 4, I'm saying this, guys. I think that Microsoft might take the title for next gen consoles. And that's for one reason. Sony has become essentially Microsoft in the 360 days. In the 360 days, Microsoft was super arrogant and they were like, yeah, we're the kings, so screw all you guys. And then as we saw with the Fortnite thing, where Epic essentially had to force them to enable crossplay, and Sony essentially just got dumped on because they were being super arrogant, like, oh, PS4 is the best. I think that behavior just cost them next gen. That and the fact that if you guys are not aware, you can Microsoft is actually being pretty cool. They've essentially established things like purchasing consoles, such as purchasing a car, where you can just walk out with this thing, except there's no down payment now. So you could essentially walk home with an Xbox One X for free and just pay the monthly fee until you pay it off with no interest. Sony is not like that, and unless they're going to change, I think that's going to be a factor. Another factor I see coming in, and this is something I want both of them to change: get rid of PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now. I think that's something new, and get rid of Xbox Live Gold, please. Get rid of it. We are paying for ISPs, internet service providers. Why on earth do we have to pay another, like, $60 to $100 for services? Like, what are we really paying for? Oh, you're just paying for the free games that you get every once in a while that are usually pretty crap, besides one. And even then, you could have just probably got that for a really low price. Yeah, it's free, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's justified for essentially forcing people offline. Although Sony is way worse with it, because as you guys seen in my videos, I'm literally locked out of apps because I don't have internet. So yeah, that's pretty bad. And like I said, I don't really have much of a topic. I'm just talking about like winding down and what I want to see the industry do moving forward. But that, please get rid of PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now. Because if you're talking about, well, we're paying for the services like YouTube and things like that, like, we can watch that on a phone. So, like, when you think about it, guys, like, if you guys don't know, like, the PS Plus and Xbox Live, they're not paying for servers. The people who own the games do. The developers, if you think it's servers, they're not paying for servers. They're not really doing much. And you can't say that they need it. They don't need it because previously, that wasn't a thing. You just had free online. So please do not say that they need the money, because that is far from the truth. Right now, I really want to see games going forward letting go of like these scummy practices. Like, get rid of the freaking PS Plus and Xbox Live. Sony, like, stop locking people out of crap because you don't agree with what they're doing. Like game share, for example. People get locked out of their content and can even get, like, their account suspended or terminated because of game sharing. It's my freaking account. I can give the information to whomever I please. You didn't make the account. You didn't buy the console. How dare you try to tell me what I can and can't do with my account? You don't own the account. I own the account. I bought the freaking console. And it's just them trying to be salty because they're like, well, I want the person to buy the game and everything. And that's not going to stop people from buying the game, because if that's the case, then I don't think anyone would buy a game ever when they could just game share. But that's not how that works, because people still buy games. But 2019, guys, I don't know how it's looking for gaming right now. I know we have things like Days Gone. I'm not sure. I think God of War might get some DLC. It may or it may not. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure how it's looking right now. But what I want you guys to keep your eyes on is the console gen. Like I said, guys, be careful about the console gen, because let's be real, they're gonna pull off the whole rip you off price like day one, and you're not really gonna have games to play. But from what I'm hearing, like, it's gonna be backwards compatible, like with your PS4 or your Xbox One. But if that's the case, then why would you buy the console? Like, at least right then and there, when you could just save it and play the exact same games for free because you already have the console. So Sony, message to you, please get off your high horse, please. Like, please get off your high horse, because when you're on that horse, when you're knocked off, trust me, it isn't gonna feel good. It isn't gonna feel good when you get knocked down. Trust, Microsoft learned the hard way. That's why they're for crossplay right now. And I honestly think that Microsoft may take next gen. But how do you guys feel about that? Who do you think's gonna win? Like I said, my vote's in on Microsoft, because Sony's just, they've been pretty rough around the edges lately with scummy crap. And I'm not saying Microsoft isn't, but nowhere near as bad. Like, Sony doesn't want you to do anything. Like, you're a part of Sony. Like, screw you. You can't have anything. You can't game share. No, we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to freaking be able to play game. We can lock you out of games that you freaking own because you don't have internet. You can't even open the application even if it has offline features. Oh no, we're just gonna lock you out. And I know, guys, Sony's being pretty rough about their power. They're abusing their power a bit too much. I think that's gonna cost them. But 2019, it's pretty crazy. It's right around the corner, and I don't really think anything big for gaming is coming right away. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's a few titles that are like just out there, but people aren't really sure because all the big titles have essentially come out. Like, you know, the God of War, a whole bunch of these fighting games came out this year. So right now, it's looking pretty stale. I mean, I know Mortal Kombat X, not X, is it 6? Whatever it's called. I know that's on the horizon. But right now, like, I don't know, the gaming industry is killing itself with all of the bad choices that they're making. So, publicity is it's really becoming difficult to come by, at least the correct publicity, because every time you turn around, it's always some kind of controversy. But like I said, guys, let me know in the comments, or feel free to join my Amino and let me know there. Who do you think's going to win the next gen race? Please keep it civil. Please keep it civil. I know that this kind of thing can literally make people bite each other's throats out, but relax. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I can't see into the future. I'm just asking, who do you think's going to win next gen, and what is it that you want to see the gaming industry do moving forward in 2019? That's all I had to say. I just wanted to get in front of this mic, talk about the end of this year, what I want to see the industry do moving forward, because let's be honest, this year's been pretty rough on the industry. So I just want them to fix some of those issues and provide an enjoyable experience for everyone all over. So with that being said, as usual, rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you want to see in the future in the comments below. If you would like to subscribe, hit subscribe and notification bell, because YouTube is broken and you gotta love how they haven't fixed it even at the end of this year. Let's hope that they fix it next year. Please join my Amino if you would like to ask me anything, and I will see all of you in the next video. Take care.